Hello, it's Maxine, Kaye, and Yoga from the Greater Philadelphia Center for Spiritual Living. Bring you another love note. Are you tired of all this yet? I think everybody's tired of all this, even though we really are going through it bravely, aren't we? Most of us are healthy. We are finding creative solutions for challenging times. And what we have found out, along with many other things, is that it is possible to live in upsetting, confusing, uncertain, and actually frightening times and still feel joyful, still feel the delight of being alive. Isn't that amazing that we as spiritual human beings can do that? We take a lesson from yoga. She doesn't worry about too much. And of course, this is our Thanksgiving week, so we are really in the process of giving thanks, even though everything is different. Everything is different this year. It's okay. We're creative. We're ingenious is what we are, and I'm grateful for that. So we're flexible, and we make adjustments, and we might have tiny little Thanksgiving dinners, and we may be cozy, and we may not be out there with everybody. And that's really all right now. And what's so is we can still feel delight in the middle of all of that. Sometimes it may feel a little lonely. We can't hug the people in our families and our dear friends that we used to see. We miss them. That doesn't mean we can't still love them. Doesn't mean we can't still stay connected to them. And it means that we can, by all means, find all kinds of methods to connect with and to lift others. Because do you know, the more joy that we allow ourselves to feel, the more likely we are to lift others to feeling more of that delight themselves. Because if everybody's going around with a gloomy face and worrying and complaining, nobody's going to be very happy. And isn't it great that it just takes one person to make the difference? You know, we're all artistic. We really are. We're all extremely creative. And I don't know if you play music or if you dance or if you draw or paint or sculpt or build castles. You're still creative. We all are. We're all artistic geniuses because we use a great creative power, the infinite, intelligent, creative power of this universe. We use it every time we think, every time we feel, every time we develop a belief, and every time we take an action. And so if we are utilizing this beautiful, loving, creative, intelligent power for good, we can walk into a room full of glummy people. Glummy is my new word for gloomy. Glum and gloomy. Put it together, you got glummy. You can walk into a whole room full of glum, and with your smile and your authentic sense of peace and joy, you can change things in the room. Now that's artistic. That's incredibly creative. Yoga can walk into a room or just walk down the street and she gets people smiling. She's just a bundle of joy. She's just a sweet child. And you know, within each one of us is that capacity not only to feel and experience and fill up with that divine joy, but to share it with others. So whatever you're doing today, this week, Thanksgiving, or the days beyond, allow yourself to touch into that joy. It is absolutely possible to experience that delight, even at the same time that we might be a little concerned about externals. Life is good. Life is beautiful. It was designed that way. It's never going to change, not eternally. And so as we're moving through these different temporary challenges, let's remember, joy is not only an inside job, but joy is an attribute of God. And you and I are part of that divine life. Therefore, what's true of the divine is true of us. And the joy that is the presence of God is also your very life. It's good, isn't it good to remember that? Then we get to share it with others. So Reverend Mike will be here to speak to you about another love note tomorrow. And of course, on Sunday, we will have our live stream. And this Sunday, there is a special guest speaking for us. And that happens to be, oh gosh, what's his name? Oh yes, Reverend Mike Gertis. Ah, you'll get to hear him speak Sunday morning at 10:30. Just go to our website, cslphilly.org, and click right on that button that says the live stream at 10:30 on Sunday morning Eastern Standard Time. And you'll have the pleasure of listening to all of us with our uplifting prayer and meditation and music, and then our special guest speaker, no longer a surprise. And you can also check out that website for previous live streams, for previous love notes that Reverend Mike and I share with you, almost always with yoga. And you'll also have an opportunity to make a contribution to keep this work going. And we're grateful, so grateful that you do. So Reverend Mike will be speaking to you tomorrow. I will be speaking to you on Thanksgiving, in between rolling up my sleeves and baking pies and so forth. Oh, sure, I'm still going to do that, even with this teeny tiny little Thanksgiving dinner. Yeah, because it's important to me. And you know what it does for me? Gives me joy. It's creative and it's productive, and I love to do it. So we'll see you very soon. Yoga and I are grateful for you, as is Reverend Mike. You'll see him tomorrow. Bye for now.